There was a couple summers that we literally starved because my father deserted us. He was somewhere up in Oregon and left us in Phoenix, and we couldn't get on welfare, couldn't get any help because my mother had a husband. We lived across the street from a co-op company, and they would throw all these potato chips out and wampums back in the day, and we go and get that, and that's what we eat. We had a pretty hard life, but I think it made me stronger though. When you're starving and like you're 8 and 10 years old, that can give you a very bad food complex. And I think that's why my brother got into cooking, culinary, and I learned a lot about cooking from him. They cut Snap by $11, and it doesn't seem like much, but I felt the difference because when you're paying for other things out of your disability, it goes kind of quickly. Most of my income is going for bills, just monthly living, your rent. So you're constantly falling behind. When you're on food stamps, and you're diabetic, it's hard to eat like you really need to eat because it's expensive. So there are a lot of seniors suffering. I feel like the older you get, you really need to eat much better. Cook a couple things for a couple people in here. I see you can go to the food bank as well as I can, because I go on the bus and pull the suitcase, you know. This food is available to you. Go and get it. And then I made a mistake of telling a couple of them, whatever you go get, you know, if you want me to cook it, bring it to me. I'll cook it for you, you know. I had a hard time getting out of that one for a minute, but I did commit. When we have potlucks, I always bring 2 or 3 different dishes, always a cake, and most of the time, what I cook, it disappears. That's one of my joys I get from cooking, when people eat it all. I need the food banks because it helps me to keep my grandkids eating right, you know, and full, so for their development and their mental growth. I say if I'm gonna live, I got to cook. Food is a joy. You know what I mean? It's a joy.